Hey everybody, Neil Thompson from Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And also remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. I came across this video fairly recently, and there's a couple of minutes of it that I thought was rather interesting. It had to do with how you can set up your slides to really help people, especially if you're giving a technical presentation to non-technical audiences, understand what's being said on that slide better. So let's just get into this video, and I'll provide my thoughts on it.
Okay, so now you can start putting together slides. I've got other content to slides that I'll link to in the show notes, but here's one high-level idea that I want to suggest to you, which is that you use assertion-evidence style slides when you're putting together your results. And so the idea here is I tried to give you a bit of a structure here on the slide, but the title of your slide is going to make a statement. It's going to make an assertion. And so and the title of the slide, conversely, it's not going to just say the topic, right? So traditionally, some folks might take a slide like this and title it assertion evidence style slides or assertion evidence slides. But if you don't make an assertion, the audience doesn't really know what to do with that topic. They're not sure, are you recommending something? Are you giving a warning about something? Are you evaluating something? And so if you make an assertion and say, use these slides, it's much easier for the audience to understand what you're saying. And then below that title, you're going to provide some evidence for that assertion, right? So if it's a technical presentation, you might have some results from an experiment or something like that, and you can show those results on the slide to help justify why you're making that assertion. Okay? So the idea is to have those results to support the assertion in this kind of little mini story that you're telling on the slide. And then you're going to use complete sentences to provide that evidence or to make statements as well. So you don't want to work with just little sentence fragments. Again, it's really hard for the audience to process those. And it's harder to comprehend. So when you work with these complete sentences, make an assertion, provide the evidence, it's really easy for the audience to follow along with your story and understand what you're doing and what you're trying to tell them.
I think he's right when it comes to giving a technical presentation in front of a non-technical audience and really helping them understand what you're talking about. So like he was saying, if you have a slide with a graph on it, give the title of that graph or table or whatever it is. Make an assertion of basically what do you want people to get from this table or this graph. And once people see that, well, then they know why I'm even looking at this table or this graph. Because if you don't do that, then they'll just think, I don't even know why this is here. And then you're asking them to think about that while you're talking, and that's going to be difficult to do. Because especially if you're talking to a non-technical audience, they already have less expertise than you. You want to make it as easy on them as possible. So I'm a big fan of what he's talking about. In fact, I've even said this in previous videos myself. If you have some sort of a graph or a table or a chart, give it a title that basically says what you want people to take away from that chart or table or graph. And when you do that, well, okay, now I know what this is all about. And just like he said, make it an assertion, and then you could talk about why you're making that assertion. Now people are actually going to listen to you. They'll read that title. They'll know why that graph or table or chart is there. And now they'll listen to hear your evidence as to why you're making that assertion based on what is being shown on the graph or table or chart. So hopefully that's been helpful. My name is Neil Thompson. I am the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. Until next time, take care and stay safe.